All right. Morning, everybody. Hey, YouTube. It's your boy, Notorious MSG. We're back with another VOD review. Today, we'll be reviewing my friend, Californium. He is currently a Diamond 1 player aiming to get into Ascendant. So we're going to be able to watch his gameplay of his most recent ranked game and kind of judge it based on a 5-star scale. Kind of like we did last time with Lollyman, to kind of give him some tips on what we see. Kind of like what I said, I'm going to go over the first 2 pistol rounds on both sides, attack and defense. The round after that, the forced buy round or the save round, the actual gun round, and then we'll look at a couple rounds at the end to kind of see if they can clutch it out or not, if they, the consistency of that.
God damn, I'm in a gold lobby. I'm fucked.
Keep in mind, this is a VOD, so this is something that he had on his stream, just to kind of do a review for him. Okay, so as we can see, he's playing on Fracture, defensive sided first, and he's currently playing Fade. To my knowledge, he usually fills, so that'll kind of change up how you play. One thing I do say, if you're trying to climb, filling can be helpful, but it can also be really difficult depending on your versatility of characters. So, like for me, I'm a one-trick Brimstone, but if need be, I can play Neon, Sova, Raze to some degree, but I'm not exactly as comfortable on them as I am with Brimstone, so that does affect my gameplay, if that makes sense.
This guy was a silver.
Silver last act, right?
Yo, yo, yo.
Wait, game's already done?
Here's some image. Bring them down.
Alright. Slot image.
Play numbers, it's a 5v3.
Where are you?
I'm not peeking this.
Let them in and they'll get fucked. Have a shorty.
Hey.
You're a real one for.
We kind of over-rotated a little bit, not gonna lie, but.
Oh, I thought we had bomb for some reason.
Go back, yeah.
Oh, we can retake.
Nice. Okay,
Sorry,
let's
there-
go.
There's a.
Okay. Rating off that, I would say that's easily 3.5 to 4 stars. Good round starting off with the dog. I would have maybe tried to control the dog a little bit more just to get more info in case they weren't there. Nice job getting the 1 kill, backing off, calming that you see a couple A, and then not getting over aggressive. One of the biggest things I notice in Diamond and Platinum level players is people do love to get hella aggressive because they have a number advantage, and then you make a 5 versus 3 into a 3 versus 3 or even a 2 versus 3. You pushed up, got an extra kill, made it worth your while. Overall, that was a good round. Okay, so we're going to skip ahead. I'm going to assume you guys win. Yeah. Okay. So now here, we just won the last round, so we should be buying. There you go. Bought a Spectre. Good. Full util Spectre.
Yeah.
So this should be a free round.
You said you're getting a giant one.
Yeah, I know, but different design. This is
He's in a Discord call with multiple friends, so be respectful to them. Lower it when they talk like that, just so they don't talk too much about their stuff.
This mouse is like for sure 100 times better than mine.
I fucking, I'm ass. I'm going to I'm at display angles. There was 2 outside there, Neon, careful.
Falling back.
Yeah, they're hitting there. Nice shot.
one enemy remaining.
You have a Vandal trying not to die.
Who opened doors?
Me.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Lost our Spectre. I'm assuming the round is won. Overall, probably a 3-star. Average round, you got your 1. But it did showcase one thing that that could be a problem as we get higher up in ranks, right? So yes, you got your 1 pick, but here, as we're clearing, very carefully, I like to pizza, even though I may think like, oh, the call out is like they're all B. You never know if one's lurking. So luckily he had a classic. If he had probably a Bucky, Marshall, Any other gun beside the classic, you probably would have died. But you got the one, you backed off, you grabbed orb, which is good. Orb economy is really important because Fade has such a strong ultimate. And you backed off and you kind of anchored A, which is good. The getting aggressive part wasn't the wrong move, but right here, like, it's good that you asked who opened door. Comms are always important, kind of get to know what's going on around you. But right here, as you pushed up, like, you're not, like, you stare here, but then, like, right here, your crosshair placement is still thinking someone's there. I would immediately swing it to the left just to clear this close. So see right here, I get that you're looking at this angle, but not being careful with your movements, kind of like jiggle peeking stuff as you go, because you never know where people can be at, kind of costs you your life. But overall, not a bad round. Okay, so you guys win this. Looks like, I hope you guys win this. Okay, so we're going to skip this round because it's a bonus round, not necessarily a big round. Okay, now we're going to go to your actual gun round, right? Actually, they're not. It's not even a real gun round because they lost. So we're gonna skip ahead.
Like B main for some reason.
Okay.
Or main.
So this is a true gun round,
Save for econ here.
and we're saving econ. So we'll skip to the round after that. Okay. Somehow you guys are winning ecos, which is really good.
Skill even called C.
Very easy way to win rounds is if you can win your ecos and then just prevent them from doing too much economic damage. And I just got an email. We're gonna mute that real quick.
They always bait each other, so like I always.
Okay, good use of your skills. Okay, C's to get them to peek off. Dog to get more info. Very nice. Pushing up, good. Take up space, very important. Utilizing your map like that.
Trap close.
Okay, good. Calming out the utility being used. Okay,
I'm backing up.
Good,
Oh,
good.
one's in CT.
Utilizing orb again, very important.
One dish. There's one still underneath tunnel.
They're hitting here.
I'm moving.
Spike planted.
I
Sounds like.
saw that.
Bye.
Where are you? Still waiting.
Sounds like. On site. On site. Pushing.
Nice.
Last player standing.
You know one's main, you know one's tower.
One enemy remaining.
Good, you know, very beautiful. Okay, so your first official buy round. Overall, you got a nice 4K, very solid play. Foundationally, you have what it takes to get to the rank that you want to get. Right, your aim works relatively well. Like you can pop, you can lock over, you can track, you can hold this. My friend Californium is a avid CS player. He played a lot of CS, so very natural. Prioritizing orb, communicating what you see, holding these angles in case they repush, things like that. You calm when you're leaving. I would say this is pretty much a 5 out of 5 round. The stuff that is minor, such as probably like waiting for like chamber, like right here, I would have probably told us to like hold off, wait for chamber to wait up, because you're taking a 2 versus 3 right now. You can make it a 3v3. You could have used your haunt a little bit later as chamber got closer, but overall, because of what you did, how you dissected the maps right here, for me, I don't like how we're looking at this, because you have to look at main, you have to look at default, you have to look at tower, and then you have to look at arcade. I would probably stick to one side. So like here, you're cutting off a lot of the angles that they can peek you at, which is good. So you rectified the situation by making it better for you. So as we push up, get a nice kill. You didn't reload. Okay, you're pushing him. You know there's one main from the kill, but we're going to not really worry about him. So here you push up. Omen played this badly by re-peeking, so you capitalized on that. Easy. And you have 5 bullets. Boom, easy. One thing, anybody below, like let's say platinum or gold, as you're watching, don't reload so much. This man used one clip, killed 3 people. Because if you're confident in your aim, easily sweep a team because you only need 4 bullets with the Vandal to kill someone. Overall, wonderful round. All right, so let's skip ahead. Let's go to like round 11. You guys are pretty much sweeping these guys, so I don't
I was.
think there's much to reveal here.
Enemy remaining.
And where's that
Spike
chamber?
down.
This.
Okay, let's watch the last round. You guys have a 10-1 lead. Now this is easily, you should be able to make this 11-1, but some people would love to throw it and make it a 10-2. So let's see what you do with such a sizable lead and sizable money lead.
Find you.
Oh, I'm so good.
Okay. So util dump, I will give that. You used all your utility. It's better to use all your util than to die with it all in your hands. You got as much info as you could. Yep, you did the dog, got some info. I probably wouldn't have seized. I probably would have swapped the usage to use the dog again to push him off, then throw I, then seize. But overall, it's solid. You couldn't do much. That was pretty much a 5-man push. They're gonna be running at you. You were full fucking blind. You were stunned, blinded. Like you basically playing, you know, that's basically saying like, hey Alexa, play Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. Please don't do it. Okay. Overall, 2.5 to 3 stars. You didn't do anything fundamentally wrong. They just outplayed you. Okay, so let's skip ahead. Let's go to pistol. Offensive half. I say it's a 10-2. So they played that well. Not much you can do, right? So no fault to you. Okay, so before we get started, it looks like I still have about 11 minutes left in this video at a 10-2. That means you probably lost like 4 or 5 rounds, made it 10-6 before you guys turned it around, or you got to 12 and just started fumbling the bag. So right here is where a lot of people who lack discipline will start getting complacent and ego peak and over peak and all that. So we're going to review to see if you actually do that or not.
I'm gonna smoke.
Eyeing on site.
Okay, good.
Still waiting.
Tower.
That's a terrible smoke by Omen, but
Canteen.
I'm not an Omen main.
Right there.
Good comp. Those are terrible smokes by Omen. Yikes. Oh, that's gonna be a lost round. There's no way.
Put your smoke like one here and this one here.
Yeah. I can't rate that. You as a player did what you were supposed to do. Threw I on site, planted the bomb. You initiated. That's a null 3 out of 5. Nothing wrong with that. It's a solid score. Don't feel like I'm rating you low. It's a very solid score. Your controller completely botched that for you with a terrible tower smoke and a terrible canteen smoke because people obviously abuse you guys for it. I don't know why Jen wasn't smoked off. You guys were completely screwed from the start as soon as I saw the smokes. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. You eyed out. Very good play. You still had 1 dog, but I know that you were just trying to probably get off site or even push the smoke. Couldn't do much else.
Okay.
We don't need 1 tower, yeah. It kind of helps.
Get one. That's just lurking. Alright.
Okay.
Someone pushed up. Blinking.
Pushing through.
See if I get across with you.
Good. Good team play.
Nice.
Okay.
good.
Spike down. Attacker
I gotta
spawn.
go.
Short round. Communicating that you have a ghost so that any teammate that maybe has a classic can pick it up. Very nice. This is probably a 4. You didn't do much stat wise, but fundamentally speaking, you set your K up for a kill. You calmed what you have. You even IGL'd a little bit. And that's really important to get to a sentence because sometimes a lot of people will get there just by raw aim and don't think. And, you know, as we get older, our reflexes get a little bit slower. So you communicating, hey, let's get across, things like that will help you get to that next step because you're going to be guiding people to success. I kind of want to make a video on it, but I do have a percentage theory that I take into every battle. where every fight is a 50-50, no matter what. And depending on certain factors, you can kind of ebb and flow the percentage to either winning or losing. So right here, you all have less guns. Technically, your firepower is giving you a 30% chance of winning this round. You guys taking it slow, not bum rushing things, you calming what you were going to do, getting that cross, getting that trade, 1-for-1, bumped the winning the round now to 40-60 because now KO has a gun, right? And they lost a person, meaning that they have weaker holds on site. The more you can skew these advantages to benefit you, the more you're going to win. And that's round by round. It's not a total thing. Like, that's why, like, when people see like an Immortal player in a game or a Radiant player, I'm like, dude, it's just one guy. He can only ebb and flow each fight as much as he can. Obviously, his skills will get him somewhere, but you have things that you can do or set up so that it makes it hard for him. Like, you see those videos on all the time, like by Eggwick and stuff, where it's like, can one Radiant player beat 5 irons? It's really fucking difficult because if he gets slammed by all 5 irons, it could be really hard, you know? So, good round. I would say this is a 4. All right, let's skip ahead. Do you guys win this? You guys are nuts. Yeah, you guys win this. All right. So then we have to skip 2 rounds because now the enemy team is broke.
2 stand.
There's 2 in their spawn.
Okay, so now this is an official buy round.
Let's hit
Anyone
A
feeling
fast and
generous?
furious because Chamber has an op, so he's gonna be opping B main.
I can ult this.
Actually, no. Let's go.
Alright,
Let's go B. Let's go
yeah.
B.
Anyone feeling
Sorry,
generous?
go ahead.
I'm gonna don't peek him. Don't peek him. I'm gonna knife here first.
Oh, can I get a buy again?
Hurry.
Oh,
Thank you.
You want to play?
I got
Let's
this
play.
That's saying he's kill. Oh, what the?
Ooh.
Enemy B.
Ooh.
Side.
Ooh.
Spike down B.
Ooh.
Push close.
Back up.
Close.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Team Ace.
It's all good.
All right.
Sorry.
Not a wonderful round. It started off, so the play calling was kind of mixed for me. Running at them when they're on an eco could be wonderful for you. It could also be really bad because these guys obviously just
Kill.
came through you.
Oh, what the?
So right there, I would implore, if you like Fade, to learn over the wall lineups to where like it goes over and covers sight rather than just throwing it directly, just so that you can have your gun up as you're peeking into corridors, right? Here, when you took your gun out and you went to go pull your skill out and then you went back to your gun, it's like a waste of movement. It's not efficient. You know, like a lot of like martial arts, it's all about cleaning up your movements so you waste less time. Switching between skills and stuff does burn a lot of time. Your Omen smokes, again, really shallow, kind of freaking terrible.
Enemy B.
You got your 1. That, I know that in the heat of the moment, it's kind of a bit of a panic. You're trying to secure sight. Just from me not knowing what's going on in the round, looking at the scoreboard, you know for a fact Chamber is on site. You know for a fact Omen is somewhere probably here or here because he's able to smoke, and the smokes are pretty fucking fast. And then you have at least Jet right next to you. So I would calm. There's 3 here. Let's back out. Freaking abandon Neon. Throw a dog out. Get KO up ASAP. Because now you can maybe take a 3 versus 5. Because you know that their guns are weak. They maybe only have 2 Vandals or 2 Phantoms versus your 3. You still technically have a slight chance of winning. So as soon as you got your 1, I would have dipped. Be like, screw it, Neon, you're a fucking lost cause. I'm gonna triage you. And see, now we have Breach and Tower. So they stacked this site knowing that you guys were gonna go full bore. This was a 4 versus 5v4, and 2 guys died immediately. So 3 versus 5, 3 versus 4 at this point.
Side.
So that's what I would have done to improve it. The not needing to, I have this problem too, where like when things go to crap in a handbasket, you kind of want to run in and fix the problem. But you don't have to. Okay. So, okay, let's continue. Let's go to, yeah. So earlier it was a 12-3. Now we blew
Leon, whenever
3
you
rounds.
do your wall, instead of doing it straight up, can you do it like to the right a little bit?
He has an op. We're gonna push this.
I'm smoking off.
Do you want me to ult this? Or you want to
Yeah,
wait?
go for it.
Should we wait for smoke?
Like that?
Alright, ulting.
Okay, good comms with your team. These smokes are so bad.
Fine for main.
There's spawn. There's spawn like two. Maybe on that beach.
145.
Cade one nice. Last one's main with an op.
Mid 145, just breathe on her.
Canteen.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is the winning round. She has 5 health. There's no way she killed both of you guys, right? Okay. All right. Overall, good use of your util. Good push on the site. Good comms. Do I ult now? Okay, ulting now. One canteen, planning main. These constant communication cues, very important because a lot of our teammates don't think. They're kind of trying to be in the zone. They're trying to pretend like they're in Kuroko no Basket and be in the zone. That happens a lot. So you have to be the ringleader. So right here, you set up your ult.
You want to
Yeah,
wait?
go for it.
I personally would treat this like a breach ult. I would probably go under and then aim it at sight or even aim it towards spawn so that you can cover the most. One thing I would like to say about Fade is that once you shoot it,
Like that?
Alright, ulting.
so you shoot it. Right there, you hear that loud chime. Only you as Fade can hear the chime. So as soon as you hear that, because usually you hear ping per person, ping, 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 ping. As soon as you hear one, you should immediately say one on site, one tower, one on site, just so your teammates know where to look. Because if you look right now, one's looking out, one's looking at a wall, Neon's running with her freaking knife out. This one guy in tower, if he was smart, could have fault lined, could have breach ulted. I'm assuming it's breach. Could have done all of that and then murder half the team. So your dog went up. Your dog followed the trail, which was good to go up. So you know one's tower, you know one's arcade. So it was chamber, you know, unlucky for them. This Omen smoke, once again, freaking garbage. Almost got you killed.
Canteen.
Chamber went under very slowly. Could have gotten your guys screwed. Good call on canteen.
Fine for main.
There's spawn.
Okay, good plant spot. One thing at lower levels is planting is a very important skill. Knowing where to plant for certain players, certain utility. Like if you're an opera, you don't want to plant it to where they can peek them easy. You want to give them a distance battle. If you have a Brimstone that knows lineups, a Viper, a Killjoy, even a KO that knows lineups, you want to set it up for them. Or even just setting it up to where like flashes and stuff are easily affecting the enemy but not your teammates.
There's spawn like two.
Good. Throw your eye, get info. Now right here. This is where luckily everything else worked out. So after he missed his first shot and you couldn't get any more bullets because you ran out and had to reload. As soon as he missed his first shot and you got those 4, I would have ran off. You planted for yourself at main because potentially you have 2 teammates at 1 shot. You have 3 people alive. These 2 guys could technically finish these 2 off, right? Because Reyna could kill Omen. Someone could kill Neon, right? And then you're lit. I wouldn't trust anybody on my team to finish the round. I've had a lot of rounds where it's a 5 versus 1 going to a 1 versus 1. I don't take chances.
145.
So dying here
Last one's main with an
could
op.
have been very, very detrimental. And this was a Phantom versus Vandal diff. Unlucky. But overall, the way this was set up, the way you coordinated, just by your skill itself, I would say this was your second best round. 4 out of 5. Overall, like your headshot, your crosshair placement is solid. I don't see anything wrong with crosshair placement.
Do you want me to ult?
Utility usage is good. You basically play your role as an initiator. You communicate what you're going to do, which is very, very important as an initiator, letting them know what you're going to do. Overall, it's about maintaining consistency throughout. Because as you can see, if you kind of review this, your foundation as a player is solid. You can play well. Now, just maintaining that over the rounds is what you'll do to climb. Like for me, I am working on my consistency every day. And the more consistent you can get, the better you will get over time. So keep those tips in mind. I'll make a little thing in the description. But number 1, your strengths. You have good communications, a solid foundation, and you're able to play with your team well. You good util usage. Your weaknesses would just be maintaining that consistency of these skills, which kind of falls in line with like discipline of these skills, kind of like in the round where you had the Spectre and you were kind of looking away for like half a second, kind of just pushing up because you had a numbers advantage and you lost your gun, right? Another weakness, I guess, is like maybe you're not comfortable telling your teammates what to do. Luckily, KO was here to do it, but I guarantee in your heart of hearts, you know that those omen smokes weren't wonderful. So you could be like, hey, can you smoke a little bit deeper? They're pushing us. Or, hey, can you smoke a little bit closer to the wall so that they don't get on site as easy? People tell me all the time, hey, can you smoke here instead of in the doorway so that they can't get in and use a flash out of it? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. As long as you deliver it properly, you'll be good. And those are pretty much the things that I see. Thanks for letting me review this, man. You know, take those things, see how they implement into your games. Obviously, I'm still willing to do more. We'll see how it goes in about a month. And then, you know, you'll probably have another stream up. I'll hop in and I'll check it out. Thank you again for the VOD review. Thank you again, YouTube, for taking time to do all of this. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace.